My name is Luis. I'm 18 years old. I live in Cornelius, Oregon. I really enjoy technology because it's a better way to connect with families, connect with friends, a better way to help improve my studies, a better way to find out information and use that information for the community, not just for myself. In the morning, I wake up around 5:30. I usually turn on the computer, check email just really quick, go downstairs, have breakfast, wake up my brother, make sure he gets ready for school. We go out the door maybe around 7:20 in the morning. I drop him off at school, and then I go to school. I'm taking the 4 AP classes, advanced placement classes, in one day.
Okay, so it shows the taller the bar, the more frequent it happens.
Basically, when I get home, right away I'm checking my Gmail. This is the one I use for friends. So then after this, it's social networking. So I go to Facebook, check what my friends are doing. My friend Ellie, she's become a fan of Cheez-Its, apparently. If a friend's online, I can start chatting with them. If you're just instant messaging, you could be writing a paper here and then chatting with your friends at the same time. So it's definitely good for, connecting with people, and not just through like old-fashioned ways like letters or telephone. Go to cnet.com. And they actually have how-to videos, and this is where I learned a lot about computers and installing different operating systems. I also spent a lot of time on YouTube. This video, we made it for fun, and my little brother and I were just like, we had really nothing to do. I'm like, Giovanni, why don't you start, dancing like a robot and see how that looks. So it's pretty funny.
Así le pones el queso, yo le pongo la carne.
Okay.
Both my mom and my dad are from a state in Mexico by the name of Michoacan. They both came here as just rural immigrants looking for jobs, looking for a place to work.
Luis, he's kind of quiet guy, reserved, but you could tell he's thinking a lot. He's a good son. When I saw that he picks up his brother, his mom, and just helps her out with all these things, I, as a mother, think, wow, I would like that as a son.
My parents, they said the only time they ever used technology was the ATM.
Sacó $57.
Pues Luis es el que nos ayuda en hacer pagos, en checar el internet para ver si se cobraron ya el pago.
Como 56.
And then after that, my mom asked her to put like the soap operas on YouTube.
Oh, yes.
So this is a score that falls right in the middle of all of your scores. So if you have
on a Monday or on a
scores,
Thursday, I usually stay after school to do extra work. And on Wednesdays is when I have the Tech Wizards program.
The Intel 4-H Tech Wizards is an after-school tiered mentoring program that introduces underrepresented youth to education pathways and careers in science, technology, engineering, and math.
Conducting the interview, it's right there. And then what kind of shots you're going to be doing, close-up, medium, long shot.
The majority of the students know about technology nowadays. They use iPads, they use cell phones, they use video cameras, they use their computers. So we use those tools kind of like the hook for the program.
5, 4.
Hola, aquí estamos con Verónica.
We divided into groups, and each group did their own project, and it could either be related to something fun, like a music video, or something more in-depth, like a community project, like filming the local flea market, which is what we did.
In the beginning, what we try to do is motivate. And then if all things come together as they should, pretty soon we're just trying to get out of the way.
Verónica, yo soy Michael.
Because you have started something.
Tech Wizards, they decided to do a project on the street trees, and we do it with the partnership with the city of Hillsborough. It's called a Street Tree Inventory Project, which is valuing the conditions of the trees and then reporting to the city. The information we collected included the species of the tree. We collected its height, its width, the canopy size, the conditions.
He was selected to go do a presentation in Santiago, Chile, where he's going to be doing a world-class presentation, literally. I always ask the kids, what was the best part? And I assume that they might say, oh, travel or something like that. No, the best part was doing the presentation and realizing that he had the capability now to do something like this.
Okay, so the motors. Right here, there's controls, steering.
Lego Robotics is another project where the students learn how to use math, science, and engineering.
What would you like for it? Like, you want to be the fastest, the strongest?
Each student works with an elementary student, and they teach them how to program the robots.
And then let's see how it looks, and then we can start like building the caterpillar. They're not just learning about the technology of how to build robots, but they're learning about working together. I think that's the most important part. And those are like skills that I believe should be learned at an early age.
It's like automatic, everything, you have to program it. So that's like one of the key things. You just can't like move it with the remote control and make it go forward, make it go back. You have to like think out in advance. We teach them how to build, how to program, and how to compete in a tournament that takes place every year.
My parents always ask me like, why are you staying out all the time after school? Like, why don't you ever come home? And I'm like, I'm trying to help other people, I'm trying to help the community.
Esto, como puedes decir, camina dos pasos.
And once they actually came and saw what I was doing, they said, all right, yeah.
Le digo, nosotros pues, tú échale ganas que tus sueños pues se van a hacer realidad. Con el apoyo de nosotros y con el interés que tienes tú de la tecnología.
Being the first person in my family to go to college, or planning to go to college, it definitely like excites me. All these opportunities that I've gotten, I realize that it's because of others that I have them. I just didn't stumble upon them. Others presented them to me and I took advantage of them. The first time I remember using computers, maybe in kindergarten. After that, I went through a lot of like older computers that I bought like at thrift stores and garage sales, and I opened them up and see what were inside. But when I bought like my own computer, which is maybe about 4 years ago, it took that long. I kept nagging my parents for like years to buy me a computer, but once they bought it, I started like trying to do everything.
For more information on what works in public education, go to edutopia.org.